Guys, I don't know if you realized it or not, but yesterday was a pretty big day. No, not because a player was traded or there was any big move in the NFL. It was big for another reason, a special reason. And that special reason is that one of the best running backs of our generation had a birthday. Yeah. And you probably already know who it is because, I mean, you clicked on this video, so you obviously know who it is. Frank Gore has had a birthday. He turns 38 years old yesterday. So I just want to say, first off, happy belated birthday to you, Frank Gore. I wish you all the best. Good health throughout both you and your son's careers. And I wish you nothing but the best, Frankie. I know you're probably not watching this video, but that doesn't matter. So, Frank Gore is a very interesting human being. He came into the league in the era where the running back position was more of a focus than it is now. It wasn't really a passing league when Frank Gore came into it. He came in the early 2000s. He was part of those Miami Hurricane teams that dominated the college football scene. Got beat by the Buckeyes, but I mean, just saying. But he was part of those dominant Miami teams. He was one of the best rushers in all of college football. He's one of the best rushers in all of the NFL. And Frank Gore came in at a time where it was very critical for you to have a good running back on your team and use that good running back on your team. Like, abuse that good running back on your team. Like, he was in the era, the early to mid 2000s NFL with Edgerrin James and the end of Marshall Faulk and Adrian Peterson. All these guys that came into the league and were getting abused because that's the way the NFL worked. And it's just astonishing that Frank Gore is still going. People go crazy that Tom Brady's playing into his 40s. But I hate to say this, but it is a lot easier to play quarterback into your 40s than it is to play running back into your late 30s, early 40s. And that's the kind of territory that we're getting with Frank Gore. Frank Gore is a different beast. He gets hit all the time. He was abused in San Francisco. He was abused in Indianapolis. Not so much in Miami and now in New York. He hasn't really gotten that much playing time because he's a little bit older. He's not as quick as he used to be. But it's crazy to think about how long of and successful of a career Frank Gore's been. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have any Super Bowls, but he's one of the best rushers of all time. I'm pretty sure he's top 3 all-time rushing. He's the best. He's a Hall of Famer for sure. No doubt about it. Lock him in. And it's crazy that a running back can play that long and have such a sustained, successful career for that long. He really hasn't had that many injuries. I don't even think he's had a serious. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I can't think of an injury that Frank Gore's had that's kept him out for more than for a season. I don't think he's been out for an entire season with an ACL or an ACL or any sort of Achilles or nothing like that. I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. So Frank Gore is he's built different. Like, people all the time in this new generation say, "Oh, I'm built different." I say it in my videos that I'm built different, and it's true. I am built different, but Frank Gore is built beyond different than anybody else. He is he's a cyborg. He's a freak of nature. I don't know how he's been able to play in the NFL in the early part of his career when it was a much different league, completely different league than it is now. the way the rules work, the way that the linebackers and safeties and D tackles, the way they hit you, like you could do pretty much anything in the early to mid 2000s and get away with it without a flag. Now you can barely touch a guy without getting a flag thrown. So Frank Gore was in that era of the NFL, and he survived it, and he thrived in it, and now he's in this new, softer era for running backs, at least. And he's still going. He's on the Jets now. I think he's still on the Jets, unless he's a free agent right now. I'm not 100% sure, but right, he's crazy. I am shocked and I am astonished that Frank Gore still goes around, and I am in awe of Frank Gore every season that he keeps coming back. And now his son is in college. His son is actually a pretty decent running back in college. I forget what college he's at right now, but he's a pretty decent running back in the NCAA right now. So if Frank Gore keeps going for a couple more seasons, I'm pretty sure his son's only got maybe 2 more years left before he can enter the NFL draft. So if Frank Gore goes that long, he might have an opportunity to either play with or play against his own son. Just think about how mind-blowing that is. LeBron's got that opportunity. I don't think Tom Brady's got that opportunity because his kids are a little bit younger. It's a rare group of guys that play long enough and successful enough to be in the league at an age where your own son has grown up, gone through high school, gone through college, and has entered the same game that you're playing still. And you get to play either with them or against them. It doesn't happen often, and it's amazing when it does, and Frank Gore's got this opportunity. He is one of my personal favorites of all time. I love Frank Gore. I wish he would join the Patriots. I mean, he's been on the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Jets. Why not complete the fourth, go to the Patriots, get everybody on the AFC East? I mean, might as well. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy what Frank Gore's been able to accomplish in this league. I don't know if he's going to really be accomplishing anything else, because he's 38 now and he doesn't really get a lot of playing time. Even on the Jets, he wasn't getting a ton of playing time. He's not as good as he used to be. He's old. His knees are bad now. I mean, they weren't, but now he's getting, his back's probably a little bit bad. I mean, he's breaking down, and that's what happens. But it's crazy to think about Frank Gore, man. He's got a wild story. Just if you want to go down a wormhole, just type in Frank Gore. And just look, just go through the wormhole of Frank Gore. He's crazy. He is a freak of nature. He is just an amazing football player. Like it's crazy. So once again, happy birthday, Frank Gore. I wish you all the best in the present and the future. And yeah, let me know down below what you guys think about Frank Gore turning 38 and still being in the league. Leave that in the comments below. Smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. So let me get there by smashing that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.